Hello there and welcome to Loco for Leeds. It's my channel where we talk all things Leeds United, and today I'm going to run through 10 of my favourite players that we've had in the last 5 years. So it won't necessarily be the best players, it'll just be my favourite 10. So on we go with it into number 10. Number 10 I've put Jean Kevin Augustin, and people might say, well, why have you put him in? He's only been here 2 minutes. Obviously signed in January, and he's on loan from RB Leipzig. But I'm excited to see what Augustin can do. Really, still only 23. We haven't seen much of him because he's been injured since he came. Really, he's only had 3 appearances off the bench, hasn't he? But like I say, only 23. Still, he's got bags of potential. He's had a lot of experience actually, quite a young age. Still played quite a few games in the Bundesliga for RB Leipzig. He's played in the Champions League and the Europa League as well, and scored goals in those competitions. And he's also played in Liga for PSG and Monaco more recently. So yeah, I'm excited to see what he can do, to be honest. So he goes in at number 10 for me. Number 9, I've gone for Gaetano Berardi. Berra is one of the longest serving players with Cooper at the moment. I mean, he hasn't played as much as he's probably liked over the last few years, but he's very much kind of second, third choice, isn't he? Really now he's when he comes into the squad, when he comes into the team and off the bench, he gives everything for Leeds, and you can just tell he really knows what it is to play for Leeds. He's got that aggression, he's got that desire to do anything to win a game of football, and he don't take any nonsense, which is what we want to see in a player, isn't it? Really, that's all we ask for, and I think he gives that and more, to be honest with you. But I don't think he's the greatest of players, but he just gives everything when he's on the pitch, and that's why he goes into my list at number 9. Now at number 8, I've gone for Luke Ayling. And I think Ayling seems to be a player that I've spoken about quite a lot on my channel recently, but he's been in the goals, hasn't he, recently? 3 in his last 5, and I think he's a bit of a character, isn't he? And I think he's really got a solid kind of base to his game. You know that you're going to get a good game from Ayling, and he's a starter straight off, one of the first names on the team sheet really this season, and he's really, really solid, and I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do in the Premier League when we get there, to be honest. And a player that I do quite like. And on to number 7 then. Number 7 is Mirko Antonucci. People might be a bit surprised about that, but at a time when a lot of players came in and out of Leeds or into Leeds and didn't really give 100%, they were only here really for, I guess, because Celino might have said to come to Leeds, a lot of them. Whereas I think Antonucci was, I don't know, he seemed to get what it was like to play for Leeds and get the culture of Leeds and sort of immerse himself in it, because he wouldn't have really known much about Leeds when he came. He surely mustn't have, but he seemed to just get it a bit, and he was a decent footballer as well. He scored some nice goals, and I don't know, maybe people forget about that, but he seemed, he scored a few, was decent in the time that he played with us. Really went on to play in Serie A, albeit for a team at the kind of bottom of the league that was scrapping for relegation, but he was playing in Serie A. He's currently playing in Serie C with Barry, but yeah, I liked Antonucci. I remember passing him one time in the centre of Leeds, and he stopped and said hello and everything, and I did. I quite liked him, but anyway, on to number 6. In my list, number 6 is Ronaldo Vieira. I mean, what a great name that was, Ronaldo Vieira. Lots to live up to. for him, and obviously didn't quite hit the heights of either Ronaldo's or Vieira. But you know, he's a good solid player, still only young. Vieira, 22. You know, and it was very it was like quite a strong presence in the midfield for us when he was playing, and I felt like I was a bit sort of sad to see him leave actually, but obviously Bielsa, when he came in that summer, he'd had a look at him, and he obviously didn't quite fancy him for the position or the formation that he wanted to play really, which, like I say, was a bit of a shame, I felt, because in the little bit season and a bit kind of thing that we'd seen of him, I felt, well, no, sorry, probably 2 seasons that we'd seen, or 2.5 seasons that we'd seen of him really. You know, I thought he was a good player, and he was, like I say, he was quite strong in the tackles in the midfield. He had quite a presence in the centre of midfield, even at a very young age. But obviously wasn't Bielsa's cup of tea for whatever reason. He got moved on to Sampdoria, where he's having a really good season actually there. And he seems to be quite a regular starter for him this season as well. So I think he was tipped to play in the get a transfer to the Premier League in January or the summertime. So we'll wait to see how his career develops. But he's in at number 6 for me. Number 5 we go on to, and it's I've put in Pontus Jansson. Pontus Jansson's obviously a very cult figure at Leeds. You know, with his sort of antics towards the fans, seemed to get on really well, have a good rapport with the fans, which I think obviously is very important. But he seemed to interact very well with the fans, and obviously seemed to play on that song quite a lot, the Magic Hat song, obviously, and he was a good player as well. He was quite a leader, I think, really, for us, and I felt like we'd miss him this season. It hasn't really looked like we have, to be honest, because obviously we signed Ben White. I think Ben White is probably he will go on to be a lot better than Pontus, and I think he is better than Pontus right now. I think, but he definitely seems to have struck up a good partnership with Cooper at the back, and Jansson, although he was good and he was a fan's favourite, he was quite erratic as well, and he did seem to have quite a big ego as well, seemed to make it a lot about him, you know, that time where, well, at the end of where we lost to Derby in the playoffs, you know, he sat out, you know, on the pitch for ages afterwards, and you think, come on, make it about the team, you know, not about yourself. And then it obviously ended a bit badly, his stay at Leeds, you know, with his transfer to Brentford, and you kind of thought, why are you going there, you know, but obviously Brentford have been quite a bit of a revelation this season, haven't they? And I think he's actually been quite a strong part of that. He's a captain as well at there. So so that's number 5. Well, I'm actually going to leave it there for now. So I'll be doing it in 2 parts. So tune in next time to find out who my next 5 are and who is the number 1, my favourite player over the last 5 years at Leeds. Thanks for watching. Marching on together. I'll see you on the next one.